I signed up a new dealer out of Canada, and this was 6 months into it, and he put an order in for about $30,000, and we manufactured that order, and we were ready to ship. And meanwhile, it took 3 months, every nickel we had, to manufacture it. And the day of delivery, he calls me and says, I can't take it. So imagine not having any money, starting a business, and losing out on $30,000 and really have no way to pay the employees that helped manufacture it, no way to pay back the vendors that you purchased the product from to manufacture it. I couldn't tell you, if you're talking to me about business, I couldn't tell you one thing. This is what you have to do to be successful, because I'm not quite sure how it happened. I can just sit here and tell you that through faith, through prayer, through focusing on today and not tomorrow, there's only one person you could even imagine making that possible.
So Dan just got done sharing a little bit of how 2K got started and his journey of trusting God in life. If you want to watch the full video of that, there's a link right to this. Watch that. He gives just a great story about his life, about trusting in God, living into the everyday, not worrying about tomorrow, not worrying about the bad things that have happened in the past. And so he's going to give us right now, too, just a little introduction into how to become a better fisherman using some of the 2K products.
Yeah, like Ross said, it's real easy to hook a Senko on, go out there and fish and have a good time, right? As you get farther into tournament fishing, this needs to be part of your arsenal. This is a big fish bait. And these simple baits, these simple jigs, skirted jigs, have probably won more money than any other bait ever in the history of bass fishing. And the reason behind that is because the action. It's a little harder to fish, don't get me wrong. You have to learn to do it. But the only way to become a better fisherman, the only way to catch more fish, the only way to win more tournaments, you have to be able to be versatile in what you're using. And I'll tell you this, if you've never used one before, or if you've used one and you didn't have any success on it. When I was younger and I started growing up tournament fishing, that's what I did. I would pick a few baits every year and I would say, okay, I'm going to learn a crankbait. And that's all I'm going to fish this whole entire year. I'm going to fish every tournament with a crankbait. Next year, okay, I'm going to learn a tube. And then eventually, okay, I'm going to learn how to jig fish. And I tied one on and I fished the whole season with it. I never put it down until I mastered it. And once you master all these pieces, now you're a complete tournament fisherman. Now you can go to the lake and you can go, okay, they're biting on a tube. I know how to do that. Or that's a crankbait bite. I know how to do that. It's a jig bite. I know how to do that. Rather than I tied my Senko on, I'm going to go out, cross my fingers, and see what happens, right? And a few tips to fish in this jig. This is a Dock Monkey. This is our most versatile jig in our lineup. It's got a flat bottom, so it stands up flat, keeps the hook off the bottom. Pointed nose to cut through vegetation, and it skips really well, comes through brush really well. Great weed guard on it, nice sturdy hook. My tip to you would be pick up one of these, pick up a flipping jig, and take the skirting material and a pair of scissors and cut just below that hook to make that skirt a little smaller. It'll give a little bit smaller profile. And take the weed guard, pinch the weed guard like so, and cut that weed guard so it's parallel to the hook from point across, so it's a flat line. And this is going to help your hook sets. When the fish bite down, it's going to slide into the hook. Those two simple tips are going to, one, make the profile smaller, make it easier to set the hook on them, and tail it with any kind of craw plastic. Go out there and just cast it, pitch it, flip it next to any type of structure. That's how I would start. Rocks, docks, wood, whatever you see, and continue to do that until you get comfortable with that bait. And let me tell you, when you feel that jig bite, There ain't nothing better, is there?
No.
It's the best
Yep.
bite in fishing. So
Yep.
make sure you do those tips. Go out there, give this a try. Especially if you're one of those wacky Cinco fishermen, you drop shotters. You need this in your arsenal. You will catch bigger fish. You'll win more tournaments. Give it a shot.
There you go. Awesome. Thanks, Dan, for inspiration in life and for helping these kids also not just become better people, but become better fishermen. So thanks for that.
Thank you.